Hey y'all, it's Sheila. Hope you're having a great day. We've been had a few hectic days here. Our four-legged daughter, Miss Lily, has had another bout with her pancreas, and we've been back and forth to the vet. She has had IVs and meds, and she's on meds now, and boy, it is so much fun getting those meds in her. She can sniff them out. Anyway, I got up this morning around 7, got ready, ran up to the vet, checked on her, and just got back home with her. She's laying in there on the sofa, being the queen, princess of the house like she is. Some days I think she is the queen, but it's all good. We love her and couldn't imagine our lives without her. This channel started for me basically about my rheumatoid journey. I can't just talk about rheumatoid. I have, it started with rheumatoid, and then rheumatoid's ugly sisters jumped on the wagon for the ride. Next was osteo, next was Raynaud's, next was Sjogren's, next was Rosacea. My rheumatologist told me if you have one, you're probably gonna have more than one of the autoimmune disorders. I come from a family of skin cancer. We go back to Dublin, Ireland, and we have that trait for rosacea. So far, I'm the only one that I know of in my family that has rosacea. But my extended family, cousins, I have a 17-year-old cousin that has melanoma cancer. His mother has had 2 bouts with melanoma. I have never been a sun worshiper. The only sun damage that I have is right here. I wear V-neck shirts and that type of thing, and I didn't protect it. Years ago, I was going to a dermatologist, and I had some places I was concerned about, and she's like, "Nah, it's nothing to worry about." I'm like, "But I think it is." So I waited a couple of months, and I switched dermatologists, and I got recommendations from my family. My family and extended family all go to one dermatology practice near us. So I went in, very nice dermatologist, looked me over from head to toe, and I said, "But I'm concerned about this spot on my wrist. I don't think it's anything to worry about." I said, "Okay." And I waited a few minutes. I said, "But I'm really concerned about this. It won't heal. It won't go away. And I feel like I need to tell you that I'm a member of the XYZ family." And she stopped cold, dead stopped on her examination of my body and said, "You're a member of that family?" And I said, "Yes, I am." She said, "Let's start over. First, let's scrape this and let me look at it." And she came back and she said, "That is basal cell carcinoma. And I'm glad you stood your ground with me." She is a Mohs surgeon, M-O-H-S. I only go now to a Mohs surgeon. They numb you up, they take off a piece of whatever they're concerned about, they look at it under the microscope, they come back and they keep removing it until it's gone. A typical dermatologist that's not a Mohs surgeon numbs you up, takes it off, sends it off. They call you back and say, "Oh, you got to come back and we have to do it again," and the process goes on. I can't do that. I have had upwards of 100 skin cancers removed. And she tells me I don't have a lot of skin damage. It's just in my family. It just is a part of my family. I have one cousin, as I mentioned, that's having Mohs surgery right now, today. He's 17 years old, and it's on his bottom, right on his butt cheek. It's never been exposed to sun. His mother is the one that's had 2 melanomas. It's just in my family. So I became friends with this dermatologist, and she has since left the practice and went to another state. She has done studies and written papers on my family because there are so many of us in this family that have had cancer. skin cancers. My grandfather had melanoma, died from it. My mother has had upwards of 300 places removed from her face, arms, and legs. Cousins, I mean, we're talking young cousins. I have another cousin that is in treatment right now who is 21, and it's a place on his body that didn't typically see the sun. It's not from sun abuse. My family, I don't know any of my family that are sun worshipers. So anyway, we started talking about my rosacea. And she said, well, aren't you just the lucky one? You have 3 forms of rosacea. You have the pustules, you have the redness in the veins, and you have the thickening. So, the rosacea medicine didn't agree with me. The ointments and creams, prescription, all prescription, I didn't like it. It didn't really do anything. I didn't see results. She has had me on Obagi for about 4 years, and I really like the Obagi products. I feel like, no, it's not the Obagi for rosacea. Obagi discontinued that. I did use that for a while. I really liked it. It did help with the redness. I think just taking care of my skin, not letting makeup stay on my face overnight, not wearing makeup that bothers my skin, aggravates my rosacea. I think that is the key to me keeping my skin looking the best that it can look. About once a year, I don't edit, so that's just standing there. About once a year, I do utilize the new derm system under the care of a dermatologist. I do use Retin-A year-round. I was using the 1%. I asked to back down to the 0.5. I couldn't see a difference in the 1% and the 0.5 or the 0.01. I didn't see a difference. And I just thought, if I'm not seeing a difference, why do I want to put this much stronger Retin-A on my face? So, right now, in the summer, I am in the middle of the new derm fix for 3 months. And we have decided to take that route the last couple years just because of the peeling. I do have areas on my face that get thick. I don't want to be one of those old women with a big bulb for a nose. It's working for me. I'm not telling you what to do. I'm not telling you what to ask your doctor for. None of that. This has been trial and error with me, and it does work for me. With that said, I have not found a liquid foundation yet, other than one, that I can wear. I can wear a drugstore foundation in liquid. I can wear a high-end foundation in liquid, and within a week, I am in a rosacea nightmare. So, the only liquidy type foundation that I can wear is Tarte. Either the C one, that's the watery, or the Tarte Amazonian clay. There's something in the ingredients in Tarte that work with my skin, work with my rosacea, do not work against it, and I don't end up looking like a zombie with my pustules everywhere. The other thing is Bare Minerals. I've used Bare Minerals for 10 to 15 years. No, I don't like that powdery look. Yes, I get bored with it, so I try and switch around. So the Bare Minerals with the red lid is one that I like. It's hard to find. So I tried to switch up to the Tarte Amazonian clay powder. Doesn't do well. Tried Laura Geller. It's okay. I don't get the coverage. You can see my veins. You can see my red spots. The Bare Minerals Bare Pro was told, oh, Adulta, it should work for you. I've hit pan on it, but I don't like it. The one foundation, powder foundation, drugstore formula that worked for me, that worked wonderful for me, that gave me a good outcome, I had good coverage, I didn't look like a powdered up old lady, was the Visible Lift Serum Absolute from L'Oreal. it's been discontinued. Why do they do that? Well, why do they do that? Maybe I'm the only one in the United States that like this. And I've gone places and I have tried to buy up all of it that I can find. Today I have on Bare Minerals, but I do like this foundation. So, to keep myself from looking like a powdery mess, yes, I use a face spray. I've tried MAC. It works good. I've tried e.l.f. It didn't work for me. I've tried this brand and that brand. Right now, I'm using the Tarte Miraculous. I believe it's Maracuja oil. It does okay. It's not my miracle. But I love the smell. I just love that clean spa smell. So I use it. I don't know if it's doing all that great, but I like the smell. Does the smell stay with me? No. If there was a perfume with that smell, I'd buy it. Then they'd probably discontinue it. Tarte Cosmetics work for me. Bare Minerals works for me. If you know of a really good, full coverage, mineral-based powder, let me know. If you know of a really good mineral or clay-based liquid foundation, I'll try it. Or I probably already have, and it didn't work. Those are just things that work with my rosacea. I don't use a Clarisonic. I don't like it. It's not that I don't like it. It's that my face can't take it. It just can't take it. Even the extra gentle sensitive skin, cashmere head, I can't take it. But I can tolerate the Foreo. I have the Foreo. I also have the little Foreo Go thing that's not rechargeable. That's only good for like 100 cleanses. If we go somewhere, I typically take that with me. I have the real Foreo at our beach house. I have the $200, works great. I use the back side of it with the bigger ridges and work on serums when I'm not using Obagi. I don't use anything but Obagi when I'm using Obagi other than Retin-A. But when I'm not on this 3-month Obagi journey, I do use different serums. I'm not going to talk about those right now. Y'all, some of y'all have some wonderful serums that you use. I think you have to find a serum that works for you. But my favorite is my fake Foreo. I can't tell a difference. I cannot tell a difference. It was $19.99. It's the same color. The only thing that it doesn't do is the little pulse to let you know when to move from section of your face to section of your face. And I typically do it double anyway. So that pulsing on that Foreo doesn't mean anything to me. If I were going to buy one, I'd buy the fake and spend that extra money on something else. Just me. I do have, I don't know if you can see over here, I have a lot of white spots. Those are previous places that have had skin cancers removed. I don't fight to cover them up anymore. I just don't. And ironically, they're all on my left side, which is my driving side. Imagine that. Anyway, that's all I have for today. You won't get a lot of long-winded videos from me. You won't get a lot of editing. You won't get a lot of fancy stuff. I'm just kind of me. Weird faces and all. But I hope you have a great day. Let me know what you're using on your skin. Let me know if you have rosacea. Let me know what's working for you. And remember, it's always a great day to have a great day. Bye, y'all. Thanks for watching.